Weirdly, I went to see him about 10 years ago when he was doing his psychic guy. Did you ever see him?
I didn't see the psychic guy.
I mean, it was shit.
Yeah.
It was really shit.
He started to believe he was psychic.
No.
He did, yeah. So doing that character, he would go up on stage and do the psychic stuff. But then because he apparently got a few right, so he started to go, maybe I am psychic. Just did it enough and started to believe it.
Oh my God.
So the man is clearly fucking mental.
I'm glad I got you on today, man.
Although me and Gus Limburn once, right, we used to do a character act. We were a couple of like posh boy band guys, and we got booked to do the BBC's Christmas party, and like we did daft songs. It was like we love tapas and all that shit. It was like woke before woke was like a thing,
right?
And then they booked us for this BBC Christmas party, and me and Gus go up, and his first line was, "Wow, what a pleasure it is to be here at the BBC's Christmas party, where you can meet the paedophiles of tomorrow today."
And you're like, oh fuck, I forgot how much of a loose cannon Gus is.
Never gonna work for them again.
So are you pitching quite a lot of stuff now then?
No, I just had one idea for a show that I've pitched them. I basically having a midlife crisis, I think.
Yeah.
I keep doing mad stuff. Like it started with the Porsche.
I've
went to cheaper stuff now.
The Porsche was pretty sweet though.
It's so bad. I've got one payment left on the Porsche.
You haven't still paid that?
I think I've got. It was like 50 quid on the 2nd of February, and then I'm done.
Oh my God.
Finally.
It was but as cars go, it was nice.
Yeah, sure.
But the background to it is a little fucking off the wall.
Yeah, so for the listeners, I bought a Porsche in lockdown, had a full meltdown, was driving to do night shifts in a supermarket in a convertible. And famously, nighttime, great time to have the roof down in the back.
Perfect time in lockdown and no one can see you.
But yeah, I would rock up and all the other staff were like, what the fuck?
Fucking rock star.
Yeah, I lost my mind. And then obviously had to sell it straight away because turns out I can't afford a Porsche because I was working in a fucking supermarket.
Yeah. But did you do any like big long road trips with it?
I did one great one to Oban on like the sunniest day. It was so good. There was an old guy coming towards me the other way at one point. Same car, roof down, and he's like waving like, hey. And I was like, oh, and I waved back. And I was like, I've never felt camaraderie like it in my entire life. And I was like, this is worth it just for me and that old guy.
How old was he?
I'd say like 60.
Did you have a moment?
Like, you know, in Friends, when Ross has got the convertible, the guy goes up and goes, how cool are we?
Yeah.
By my head, I was like, yeah, but I'm not old and fat like you.
Yeah.
I'm young and virile. I'm a hip dude. Yeah.
True.
I like partying. I like to have a laugh.
Oh my God. So you got one decent road trip out of it then?
Yeah. And then there was another Porsche came the other way like 10 minutes later. So I go, oh, I'll do the wave to the guy. So I start waving and then he didn't wave. And I was like, you fucking piece of shit.
Cunt.
Must have looked. He was younger than me. He was a baby.
Right. Yeah, so he's like, I'm
baby
not as old as you, motherfucker.
I was like, you're even younger and virile than I am. Don't even know what virile means.
I know. I was just thinking that
I
I thought virile was along the lines of fertile, but it's definitely not, is it?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, you're fertile. Can we get a definition of virile over there, please, Coben?
Virile, having strength, energy, and a strong sex drive, typically used of a man.
Yeah, I'm virile.
Fucking virile as hell, baby.
Yeah. That's a good show title.
Virile as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to come up with fringe show names just now.
Awful.
Absolutely. So far, I've got one. I've got Ralpha Male.
Aye, not bad.
But does it give off like massive, heavy Andrew Tate vibes?
Well, this is the problem. You'll get people coming along going, all right, but you also get the people who get it.
Yeah.
And so that is not a Venn diagram you really want from an audience.
And also, I don't think my poster or flyers will scream alpha male anyway. So I think they'll be like, this guy.
Podcast. We should start smoking cigars on this. Then
go in, write that down.
Yeah.
Cigars.
Tell children how to be male, like how to be the fucking bros.
That's it.
I seen a great joke the other day. It was a comic. I can't remember. He was doing crowd work, and somebody was like, "What do you want to talk about?" They were like, "Andrew Tate." He was like, "I don't know who that guy is," and they were like, "Oh, he's got a Hustlers University. You can pay to find out how to be an alpha." And he went, "That should be the whole course." Because if you pay for it, you are not an alpha. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. If there's one guy in the class like, fuck you, you're like, this guy gets it. But all the ones that are paid to be like, well, teach me how to do it.
Did you see that Red Richardson clip on Twitter?
No, I don't think so.
And it was him just going, so my professor I'm at university. My professor got arrested. He got sex trafficking in Romania, and I was,
That's great.
I was like, fucking. I never thought about that Andrew Tate is a professor. Some little shits out
He's
there.
the prof.
He is the prof. We went off a few tangents there. How did we get there?
Pedophiles, I think, is where
Pedophiles?
yeah.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Script writing.
I've started running, which I've always been against. Quite a vocal antagonist to running me. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
But I'm too old now. I've not got enough mates to play five-a-side, so I just run. And, I'm like, I'll maybe do a marathon. I think it's because having a baby, though. I think it's made me go, I need to do shit now.
Yeah.
Because
you want to
I'm
still
gonna
have like some kind of like young body in the future.
or just like any sort of identity that isn't dad.
Yeah, but
as
you've got dad, you've got comedian though. That's pretty strong.
Dad comedian, yeah. But I mean, how long can that last when you're a dad?
Yeah.
Comedy doesn't pay quite good enough.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm never going to get a Porsche again, that's for sure.
One day.
Yeah. But I started learning Gaelic as well.
All right, okay. What brought that on? That's
don't know.
the most useless language of all time.
60,000 people speak Gaelic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And I thought, in my head, I went, why don't I learn it and then go and do a set somewhere in Gaelic and try that? And so
Impressive.
that's the show that I pitched to the BBC. And they were like, that's great. We like that a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking hell, I've never had this response from any
Really?
franchise I've ever done.
Shit.
And they were like, yeah, absolutely. But in my head, what I was just thinking was, wouldn't it be great if somebody else paid for my lessons?
You just think of the Duolingo bills coming off the BBC.
Bingo, yeah.
Nice.
So I've been trying to do that. And it's fucking bullshit language.
Yeah.
It's so alien to me.
It's not
Shouldn't
even.
be,
It's not
but
even really like anything, any kind of Scots, anything like that at all. Is it?
But I mean, it's a bit of a cheat code because so many new words are in there. So like helicopter's helicopter, cat's cat.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have a lot of sets about
Haggis
helicopters and
is
cats.
taggish. It's just
These
saying
jokes
it
are
with a
gonna
bit of
write
an accent.
themselves.
Yeah. Oh, taggish. It's haggis, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man.
Pioppa is pepper. There's just like little things that are almost exactly the same.
All right, so this isn't too bad then.
Yeah, I feel like I'm halfway there. I can
Yeah.
speak it, I reckon.
Where are you gonna do it? Where's your idea? So this are you pitching a TV show or just like a short online?
I think
thing?
you've always got to go high, so I'm going TV show
Right.
with the hopes of it being a radio show, with the reality being a 2-minute short stuff. I'm going to get £200 for doing this.
Hey,
I'm
man.
going to donate too much of my life to a dead
Yeah.
language.
I mean, that'd be pretty sweet too. Huh? You do hear people doing that.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think there must be some Gaelic comedians, but I mean,
I don't know. What does Marilyn Shetland?
yeah. I don't know. I think she's her own thing.
Fucking, she talks her own shit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Shetland word of the day. I don't believe there's that many Shetland words that
She
you've
ran
got.
out ages ago. I thought the same as well.
Yeah, she's just making shit up. I mean, she said one to me, she was like, Heather can dunk. And I was like, that.
Nah.
And she was like, trying to get me to guess what the meaning was. So she went, Heather can dunk. And I went, that's a woman called Heather that's very good at basketball. And apparently it's a piece of driftwood. As Heather
Oh
can
no!
dunk.
Come on, nah. They're scraping the fucking Shetland barrel now.
Absolutely. I think there's only so much funding you can get from Creative Scotland.
Yeah, and
That's what I-
she's like, she is
do
milking.
you want to
that
hear
one.
some more words? And they're like, yeah, have another grant.
Heather can dunk. Yeah, not having that.
She's like looking around the room, like, what about a light speaker curtain? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
That means a flower. Light
Oh
speaker
my
curtain.
god! Yeah. That's her through and through.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Des Bishop?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Have you ever seen him doing it in Mandarin?
No. I don't think I knew he spoke Mandarin at all.
I went to see a French show of his about 10 years ago, and it was called Made in China, and it's him that does like half the show in Mandarin, and loads of like Chinese people come to see the show.
Yeah.
So he's like translating it to them mid-show, and
I
they're
feel like the listener should know, if you were to see Des, 100% not made in China.
oh my god, no, he is a American Irish guy.
Yeah, he's got one of those weird accents.
Yeah, I thought he was Irish, and then someone's like, no,
Yeah.
he's American, but
He is from Flushing, Queens, New York, and he also speaks Gaelic. I actually just pulled him up.
Irish Gaelic, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Irish.
Gaelic, which is Gaelic. Yeah, Scottish is Gaelic.
Yeah. Gaelic.
And I imagine almost exactly the same as well.
yeah, oh fuck yeah,
I'm very ignorant, but
it'll be helicopter, haggis, cats, all that shit.
yeah.
That's the only result I was able to find for comedians who speak Gaelic.
Yeah. Like, hey, there we go.
Cool, Ben, that was a
Found-
fucking sweet search, by the way.
That was well done.
On the ball, man.
Yeah, without us asking. There's some of the Gaelic words are mental. The word for small is big,
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 big.
big.
That's helping
Look how
no
big
one.
that is. What do you mean? Oh, small.
That is helping absolutely no one on that.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
So I'm quite enjoying it.
That'll be a good show.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm just running out of
Because you
things
could,
to do in life.
that's easy. Because I always thought that a good thing would be is, you know, the kind of Richard Ayoade travel man type thing.
Yeah.
That would be the dream, to just get paid to just go and travel places.
Just food reviews.
Food reviews. But if you're also then just doing like comedy, I'm like, I'm going to try and do Gaelic all around Scotland. Just get paid for. Well, I don't know if the BBC's budget's going to be that good.
Well, the good thing is they can also pitch it to BBC Alba. So it gets a double budget.
Double
apparently.
budget.
So I'm sussed on this stuff.
Was this a deliberate like thing, or were you just sitting there bored one day, just being like?
I think bit of both. I was like, how the fuck can I make money? I'm gonna pay off this fucking car. But I was speaking to my friends from Oban, and her brother's fluent, and I was just chatting about that. I was like, God, it's quite interesting. I was like, I'd love to do stand up in another language like that, and I went, oh well, I could do that.
Yeah,
I reckon I'll fall off too quick. I've spoken about this too much now on this show. I feel like I've got to commit to it.
Is it a bit of a January, I'm gonna do something?
Feels like that. Feels like
Yeah.
I've done 10 days on Duolingo, and I'm like, yeah, the show's in the works, and it's all but confirmed. I'm running a marathon tomorrow, actually.
Oh
so,
my God.
Yeah.
You need to get the French show name written for that, man. Fuck.
Yeah, because I didn't want it to be all dad stuff, really, as well.
How is that, you think, the angle you're gonna go?
Probably. That's all I talk about 24 hours a day with anyone now.
It's a pretty big thing.
It's funny because like the stuff that people want to talk to me about dadhood is like always the same, and it's like about sleeping and eating and crying and nappies and all that.
Yeah.
Whereas I am far more about the psychology of it. If I meet another dad, I ask them straight away. I'm like, did you love your kid straight away?
My brother talked to me about this. He was like, you do not love your child straight away.
Correct. So many dads I've spoke to, they go, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, 100%. And I'm like, you are fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because me, it's just a guy who lives in my house at the minute. Like, fucking pay rent, cunt. Come on. Do you know how expensive everything is?
Yeah, that's fucking, holy shit, man.
He was up fucking ages last night as well. So it's hard to love him, I'll be honest.
Yeah. That is, I've heard loads of guys saying that it's not just, it's an instant for the mother.
Yeah.
They hold it and it's like the bond is there, but the dads... But I think a lot of people, do you think a lot of dads would be scared to say that they don't?
100%. And I reckon those ones that are scared to probably take even longer because they're like, oh, I'm fucking nuts. And they're not sharing how they actually feel with people. So they're just like, well, I still don't love it. I asked one guy, he was like, yeah, it took me about 18 months. And I was like, oh, that's
a long time.
That seems too long.
Yeah.
I'll be really worried if it
I
takes
think
18 months.
6 months tops, yeah.
But I can't remember what I was going to say before that.
So you're going down the honest dad route, not I've not slept. It's going to be like...
I mean, I don't sleep as well. And I think that's partly why... I mean, it's hard to like. He's not a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's really
ruining your life, right?
life,
Yeah.
Like last night he woke up at 2 and I was like, feed him, change him, back into his bed, an hour tops. It was 6:30 when I got back to sleep, and I was just like, fuck you, mate.
Holy hell, man.
If anybody else treated me like that, I would fucking hate their guts. He's lucky I don't hate him, actually. I was wiping shit off your arse, and you're like, shall we stay awake? I'm like, no, it's night time, let's go to sleep. Fuck off, Ralph.
I hope we're never in that position.
I hope so too. I'm just saying, if you did, I would be...
I'd
be talking about you at the next gig I did.
Yeah. You'd be
a fucking piece of shit.
So justified to hate me if you were wiping shit off me at 5 a.m.
He would only sleep lying directly on top of me.
Oh, no, that's cute.
All right, Ralph. I like
he's all right. He's all right. I love him, actually.
Second I put him down, put on the wee white noise machine, you're like, no, I don't like that. Can I suck her tits? No, Ralph. Those are mine. Behave, fuck's sake. You're driving me mental here.
We never end up in some of those scenarios.
Some off. You're like, yeah, the tits one.
No, the one you put me to sleep. That would be lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. So the honest dad route is the Fringe show.
I think so, yeah. I think an interesting thing is to talk about like your identity a bit, because Laura's struggling with that a bit. She's like, I feel like I'm just mum now.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want my life to change drastically, but I also, this is my life.
Yeah.
But she wants to do some of the stuff, and I totally get that. Like, the amount of times now, like I did this corporate on Friday, and the guy after the gig was like, do you want to go to the casino? It was at 1 a.m, and I was like, nah. I don't. But back in the day, I would have been like 100%.
Yeah, let's get
there
now.
till 6, on the bus at 4. That's crazy. I've missed it. It was 2 hours ago. No, on the bus at like 9 in the morning, and crack on. But now I'm like, nah, do you know what? I'm going to sleep actually, and that'll be all right. And I've just felt very mature in that. I mean, it's still 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was giving myself a pat on the back going, look at you.
Well done, me.
Up,
well done, me, for turning down a night out once.
Yeah, once in my life. But that never used to be the case.
Nah, used to get on it.
Yeah.
I know.
I like to party. I was virile, man.
Virile as hell, man. That's
Billy Guinness and virile out there. Just liking to party.
You just can't do it after a while, though. My 20s were quite... I liked to party in my 20s. And then I think I hit like 30, 31. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
It's too much.
I can maybe do it 2 or 3 times a year. Big.
Yeah.
But like every weekend, oh, God.
Yeah. It's an awful lot.
It is.
All the fun in my life's gone. I feel like I'm lactose intolerant now. I fucking love cheese. And now anytime I have it, my stomach is fucked.
No way.
Yeah. And the worst part about this sort of chat is I realise it's fucking boring because you've always heard people older than you going, oh, wait till you can't do it. And I'm like, shut up, old man. And now it happens to me and I'm like, nobody warned me.
Yeah, it's a very gradual thing, and then one day you're just old as fuck.
Yeah, well, I remember going to the doctors once because I've got a clicking knee when I go upstairs. And I was on my knee clicks when I go upstairs. They went, yeah, maybe it does now.
Oh,
what do you mean it maybe
that's
does now?
Heartbreaking. You're like, you're meant to fix this.
Yeah. He's like, nah, not me.
You just got an old man knee now.
Not my job.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, sounds like a fucking cement mixer. Every time I'm going anywhere.
I mean, I don't think that's boring because I think if someone told me, if I wasn't able to eat cheese, I would not shut up about it, man. That's a big thing. That'd be a big thing in my life.
I can, but I still just do. The problem, I'm like, every time I eat cheese, I'm like, oh, fucking cheese, and I'm a mess. But every night for dinner, I'm like, chuck some cheese
Melted
on that.
brie on that, baby.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's like a girl I used to work with was like lactose intolerant, and all she used to do was like click a wee pill out of this thing, have that, and then she could eat as much cheese as she wanted.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your fucking whore mouth, Ralph.
I'm doing that now.
That's literally on it. So he was just like, oh no, that's fine. That's all I need to do. And it was like, you know, one of those tea sweetener type things. You know,
like Candrel.
Yes, it was one of them. She just went click, gubbed, and then that was it. And then she could eat cheese.
What a fucking world we live in.
Coben's.
Yeah, he's good. He's interesting.
He's on.
Does this work for anyone? I can just eat as much cheese as I want.
Give me a few minutes.
Okay, no worries. He's doing some severe research here.
I don't want to give incorrect medical advice on a comedy podcast.
No. I'm all for that on this.
I 100%
100%. Okay, then I'll just go with the first thing.
Fucking sales, man.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, this one's called Lactojoy, so I'm assuming.
Oh,
that sounds like it do the trick.
Joy in the name.
Yeah. There you go. Easy enough. It's labeled Best Choice, and you can get it on Amazon for £64.
That is fucking expensive.
Wasn't expecting that.
But you also get 240 of them.
That's good.
So that is good.
Yeah.
But also,
how much
buying medicine off Amazon, discuss.
I would do it.
Mad that I'm saying that when I bought drugs off a stranger.
Yeah, no, we bought like a guy in a toilet and we've gone, this is fine.
Yeah.
I trust the ingredients in this.
Yeah.
So £64, that's a lot.
Yeah, if a guy in a toilet was like, this pill will make you eat as much cheese as you want, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
pill.
The next size down is 80 and it costs 30. So, I mean, 64 is a fucking steal.
I think maybe 10.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Lactojoy. The best product choice. Is that what it's in? Best choice?
Yeah, best choice.
Best choice.
Best choice.
Quote Jules 10 at checkout for 10% off your first order and free packaging. Posted packaging.
Just free packaging.
Yeah. If you don't pay for that,
loose bunch of pills. Postman's putting them through one at a time. Dogs running about licking them all up. Like, no, that's my cheese pills.
That's my Lactojoy.
And Lactojoy is the only joy for me.
Free packaging.
I still feel gross from the coffee earlier. I was trying to ignore it the whole time.
Right. Do you want a glass of water?
No,
There's no point. There's no problem if you want to pause.
I quite like feeling gross. I think it's good.
Okay.
I think it suits the vibe.
It's just the vibe of the podcast. So for listeners, we got some dodgy milk in the coffee before this whole thing.
I drank a fair bit of it before, and then one big mouthful, it just felt like, I don't know, like what are those little rubber things that you put in water and they get bigger?
Yeah. Orbeez, yeah.
I felt like I had 10 Orbeez in my mouth, and I was like, that's not right, and I just spat it back in.
That was halfway through the cup. You were halfway through that cup before that happened.
It did have like a cream on top, like a Guinness. So I thought, that's he's got a fancy milk thing through there.
I've never seen that.
It was. We have a milk frother in the back.
Oh.
So I did do that.
Okay.
Don't know what that means, but that's life.
Can I just say that's not been done for me or any other guest before?
Hello.
I offer.
But you also then got it and it was shit. So
Yeah.
If you do it badly once, no one will ever ask again. So
That's true.
fucking
Give me another coffee.
I will.
No, I really don't want one. But thank you.
yeah. How was that corporate the other night? It was many times.
It was so fucking weird. It was.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna I've never been so nervous before a gig, like hours before. It was like I was on stage at 10 at 5 in the afternoon.
10?
Yeah. I ended up being later than that, but it was 5 in the afternoon. I'm in the hotel and I'm just fucking nervous. And they were like, "Come down for the drinks reception at 6:30." And I was like, "Do you know what? I'm going to need a drink to get through this." So I went down and it was black tie and everyone's in like a little bow tie.
Suit, look sharp.
I had to wear a suit, and buy a tie. And so I go down and everyone's in these little dicky bows and I was like, this is not me at all. So I took a beer and I left straight away. I was like, fuck this. But then I had to have dinner with them at 7. And they're like, "You're sitting at the top table."
Oh, the pressure.
Which, like a corporate event, the top table is always like facing out.
Yeah.
It's so archaic. It's so weird.
Like Last Supper vibes, facing everyone like at a wedding type.
Yeah. Total Last Supper vibes for sure. So everyone there is an insurance broker. However, everyone at the top table had medals. They were wearing like a big gold medal and a blue, like... I was going to say chain, but it's not a chain. It's like the fabric thing that a medal hangs on.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what you would call that. Just the neck part.
Yeah.
And they had these big gold medals. They were the like heads of each insurance broken place in like Leeds and Manchester and like Nottingham and all that.
Very grandiose to give them a medal.
The Mayor of Derby was there for some fucking reason. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Where was this corporate?
Nottingham.
Right, okay. I don't know my geography if that's anywhere nearby.
No, it's not near at all.
Right, okay. So what the fuck is he doing there for us? Yeah.
Well, it may be near Derby, actually, but I mean, it's not near here. Sorry, I treated you like such an idiot. I was like,
that's
England.
Yeah. Idiot.
Yeah. So, but the thing, like, so top table bad enough, but then there's the guy in the red jacket, the master ceremony guy, who's always like, "Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for..." I don't know why it's the X Factor guy. "Welcome to the Insurance Brokers Party."
And is he just...
Richard Iadiji. Rachel, isn't it?
And it's everyone in the room just like well into this.
I don't know. I couldn't get the vibe at all. Like I couldn't tell. A lot of them were like, "Oh, it's just a big piss up," and I was like,
right, okay,
whatever. So everyone's in, and then he was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, the top table," and we all walk in, and everyone stands up, and they're like. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's like a wedding. It's like literally the wedding party has been brought out onto the floor.
It was bizarre. So yeah, they're clapping like in time, and I'm just like, do I smile at these people? Do I keep it like dignified and serious? Like I'm head table. I don't smile at you fucking
scum.
chumps. Yeah. And like sit down, and then we have to keep standing for awards and sitting. It was like being in fucking Catholic church with them up and down all going on. And then so we've been sat down for 3 hours, and then they're like, "It's going to be time for your after-dinner speaker soon." I have to do half an hour.
No.
It's 10:15, and I'm like, these people just want to chat and have a laugh and dance now. They don't want to listen to another person. So I went up and it started. It's okay, but it really started to peter out a little bit. I got one round of applause, which was at the end before I'm doing my last story. I just went, "Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to those of you that have listened to me." And I didn't mean it to be like a slam, but they were like, because all the people like kind of chat, and I don't care if they're chatting. It's like their night out.
Of course they are.
Fuck?
Yeah.
It's
half 10. They've been drinking probably all day.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just looking at it, my watch every minute, and I'm in my head. I'm like, right, okay. It worked out. Like, how much was it? I don't want it to sound gross.
No.
I get it wrong.
I was. That's good to hear.
I think it was like £24 a minute I was getting. So every minute I was like, another 24 quid. Just fucking power through.
Yeah.
But not enough money for how humiliated you feel though.
Oh God, yeah.
The folk that were listening enjoyed it, and loads of people afterwards said they liked it. But I was bad enough. I was pretty pissed by this point as well.
So you were drinking as well, yeah?
Oh, God, yeah. I'd had like 3 beers and 3 glasses of wine. So I was like well lubricated. So I'm up there like
loosey-goosey.
Yeah. What did I say? My opening gag was, listen, I know like listening to a comedian is probably the idea of like your worst nightmare for a lot of people in this room. I also wouldn't want to listen to somebody speak for half an hour whilst I'm on cocaine. And they were like, a few people laughed.
This guy gets
but
us.
a lot of them were like, uh-oh.
Flush it.
And I was like, too close to home for some of you? I was like, don't worry, I'll be done in half an hour and then you can go back to having your affairs and all that. Like, I just thought I'll go hard early. And some of the older people were like, absolutely not.
Oh, brilliant. But again...
Made a Derby left before I went on, which was, thank God, because... You don't want to be banned from Derby.
I know. Fucking
I want the key to the city, not locked out. I don't want to be embarrassed anytime I go to Derby.
Oh my God.
But like, it's such a bad booking. Like, I started like punchy stuff, and then when I went into the long story, there was one story that I went, this is such a bad idea.
What one did you do?
The baby, the end of the Fringe show, which requires a callback at the end, which not the good idea when the audience aren't paying full like, attention.
What the hell was he saying that for?
Yeah, so it was wild. So the second I got off, I just grabbed a bottle of wine and went up to my room and like got the suit off. I was like, I need to get any semblance of being at that gig out of me.
Yeah.
And I just texted the organizer going, oh, that was all right. Like I could see the people that were paying attention, the stories was what they were liking rather than whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was absolutely amazing. And
I
was like,
perfect.
Bullshit. There's no fucking way they have a comedian at next year's dinner. I guarantee that.
But is it any ideal after dinner entertainment?
Well, they told me that the last comedian they had was 10 years ago and they opened with a midget porn joke. And so they're like, so as long as you don't do that. And I was like, fuck!
Cross that off.
They don't remember booking me 10 years ago. Oh, no!
Yeah, there's no easy wins on that.
No, but they said they had some can dancers one year and loads of people walked out on them.
That's fair. That's pretty shit entertainment.
But they were apparently walked out. I didn't have any walkouts, so...
That's a good ratio, right?
Yeah.
So that...
But I kept tweeting, or like putting on Instagram rather, like me going, I'm about to die in my arse in front of 200 insurance brokers. And then the next day was a close up of my eyes, like looking harrowed, going, solid 3 out of 10, got away with it or whatever. Yeah. And then the organizer like messaged me going, we had fun, it was better than 3 out of 10. And I was like, so I messaged her back going, I promise to stop making fun of it on social media.
Yeah.
And she was like, thank you.
Yeah, you have to chuck them under the bus.
You gotta have a bit of self-deprecation. And also I had so many comedians like fucking Godspeed, so
all the best, yeah.
Which it was nice. It made it more comfortable.
Have you done them quite a lot then?
No, not really.
Is this your first one?
First proper corporate, I think. I've done like some after dinners before, but first one that was like for a specific corporation.
Yeah.
I thought I would do like, because insurance people, I was like, I'll do some insurance gags.
This is what I was going to ask. Like, did you do any?
Yeah. I went up, I was like, my name's Gareth Waugh, or as you all know me, public liability.
Anything?
Nothing.
I
was like, oh, come on. I thought that was class. Mr. Public Liability.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's your business.
Yeah.
And then I said, it's a win-win for me, this gig, because I actually bought insurance off the lassie sat next to me. So if I die on my arse, my family will still get some money.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Ah.
It got titters.
Titters.
But then, like, one of the presidents, when he was doing his speech, he did a gag. He was like, I was like, oh God, this is awful. I don't know how he showed his face again. He's like, I'd like to finish this speech with some words from the Spice Girls.
Oh God, no.
And I thought everyone would be like, ha 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 ha, like polite, like whatever. But it got like nothing. And he stood and waited for a second, which I didn't do. I powered through. If there was no laugh, I pretended it wasn't supposed to get one.
Yeah.
But he was like tapping, is this thing on, sort of thing? Is there some words from the Spice Girls? Like, it was a quote that made no sense to
How
anything.
old was this man?
I'd say late 50s, which should be funny. A 60-year-old man doing Spice Girl lyrics.
And what was
I'd watch that show.
What was the advice?
It was like I can't remember. It was just like a chorus. It didn't make any sense to anything. He might as well have just went, zigga zigga. Thank you very much. If you want to be my lover, zigga zigga. Thank you.
And he's just like still waiting, like anything? Nothing.
I mean, I maybe should have done that as well. And then the vice president goes up, and they were both short men, and he was like, I'm a bit annoyed that the president stole my joke about Henry VIII because I am also a short guy. And again, nothing. And so in my head I went, would they then find it funny if I did it for the third time that night? Surely that's like the golden ratio where they go, we get it, this guy's switched on.
Yeah.
But I was just like, nah, I'm just not going to.
No, that would have been
I think it would have drawn several confused stares from a lot of them.
What the fuck are you talking about? Because you don't strike me as you're not an obvious small man. You're not a small man.
It's because I'm proportional, I think.
Yeah. So were they like blatantly small?
I would say slightly. Maybe one was slightly shorter, and one was about the same height.
Right.
as me.
Okay. Yeah. So they would have been like, "What the fuck are you talking about, man?"
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So I just left it. I was like, "Fuck this, just power through it."
So you just upstairs afterwards, barrel through that bottle of wine.
Yeah, and then I went out and met some of the comedians that were on at the Glee because I was like, I need to see some comics.
Yeah, you need some like you need to vent this.
Yeah, and just be like. And one of them I hadn't met before, and I hugged him. Like I was like, "Hey," and I just hugged him straight away. And then in the hug, I went, "I'm sorry, I'm hugging you." And he went, "What?" And I went, "I don't know." And I just let go. I was a mess. I was all over the shop.
Hammered at this point, though.
I was well on, I would say. Yeah, quite well oiled.
Yeah,
God, what a dad thing to say.
Well oiled.
I was well oiled for sure. Yeah, a couple of shandies. I was, can't take me anywhere.
Oh my God, man.
I can't make a joke now without Laura going,
"You're fucking dad.
You're such a dad." And like, it's a joke I've been doing for years, right? Which is a kind of a dad joke, but she never said it then. If anyone buzzes my flat, like to come in, and I know they're on the way, I'll answer and I'll be like, "Hello," and they'll be like, "Hi, it's so and so." I just go, "Oh, no, thank you," and hang up. I just think it's a funny thing to say. And I did it the other day, and she went, "You're such a dad." And I've been doing this years.
Nah, that's harsh. That's harsh.
I think it's very funny to say no thank you to a friend. "Hey Gareth, it's JB. No, thank you.
Not today. Not today. Bye."
"Oh, not interested. Good luck though."
And she's just pinning everything on dad jokes now.
Everything.
Fuck, man.
I had a belter the other day, and she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "No,
don't you fucking dare."
I've always been like this.
Yeah, that's it. It's funny. That's it. You need to take some dad joke swings from time to time, and they work. Yeah. People enjoy them.
Yeah.
There's some of my favorite jokes and sets when you do them. And you just kind of like, that one's for me. I don't care if you laugh. I don't give a fuck.
I think if you do like a knowing wink with a dad joke, it kind of works. Like I've got the one about the dog being on there. Groomed, yeah. Mate, I don't want him to get groomed. If you deliver it like that, folk will go, it's knowing.
Yeah.
But if you deliver it like serious, like I've seen some old guys do dad jokes on stage and they fully back it.
Yeah.
When my daughter asked me how long dinner would be the other day, I said, "Well, if you put all the spaghetti together, probably about that long."
Oh,
I mean, you think that's good, Pat?
Some of those after
dinner
speakers.
Does your daughter ever laughed at that? Or does she not talk to you anymore?
Yeah, that's
she moved to Australia.
Some of the after dinner speakers though, they just blatantly copy other people's comedy.
It's wild. The amount of jokes I've seen, like whole routines.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I don't get how they get away with it.
I reckon you could do garlic bread and everyone would go, "This guy is fucking
genius." Yeah. That feels like something that they've just been getting away with for years.
It's just they do whatever. And I've seen after dinner speakers before. Like I did one. There was 3 of us, and one guy said to the other one, "Are you doing that bit, or can I do that tonight?"
Oh,
and I was like,
no.
"What do you mean?" But then they're crushing with these old gags. And then I'm up there going, "Anyone got a dog?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Who the fuck is this kid?"
The Roy Chubby Brown shit.
Telling stories. I make fun of everyone, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
One of the best, like, old school Roy Chubby Brown jokes I think I've ever seen was a compere down in England when, "Excuse me, madam, can I smell your feet?" And she went, "Oh, no." And he went, "Oh, well, must be your fanny." I fucking died laughing.
There was me shitting on Roy Chubby Brown, and that's
a very funny joke.
That's a very funny joke. Oh my God, that's excellent.
Just the accent,
the
delivery. Look of the guy, all of it was perfect. And I was like dying, going, "That's fucking funny."
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll tell it to people and they'll be like, "That's gross." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the whole," like, obviously. But I didn't see it coming and nobody else did.
I didn't see it coming.
And it's horrible to that woman. So horrible. That it's so funny.
Because you know you're going to get that reaction as well. You know I'm going to tee this up. She's going to say no, and you're going to go, "Must be a."
Because he's a big, horrible creep of a man. You wouldn't want him smelling your feet.
No. It's weird.
I wonder if anyone's ever went, "Yeah, sure."
And he's gone,
"Oh no." Yeah. It's never happened. He'd quit comedy.
We foot fetish people. Well, foot fetish people are absolutely wild.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Listen, I've just gone on a really weird tangent.
No, I like it. I'm on board with this because a lot of other fetishes, they really keep it hidden and quiet, and they're like, "That's my thing, I'll keep quiet." But the foot people are out there, loud and proud.
God, yeah. I know a guy.
You said that very much like, "Yes, we are."
No, I know a guy that, you know, when on Facebook, when it comes up, like, so and so has commented on a page, and it's not a page you follow.
Yes.
This guy I know follows on this foot page, and is always commenting and being like, lovely toes. And you're but he doesn't know that we all see it.
Yeah. And I don't know what people get out of it at all.
I know. There's apparently people sell dirty socks, and I heard that, and I was like, that is vile. Coben, are you now typing?
There's a market for that?
Literally,
where can I buy some?
As I said it out loud, I just had the fastest typing that Coben has ever done.
Yeah.
That was
Cancel the show.
Furious typing I've ever seen in my life.
What do people get out of having a foot fetish? The first result just says humiliation aspect.
Oh, okay, because it's something they shouldn't like.
I don't know. I
remember there was a woman once that would gargle milk and then spit it out and sell that, and I was going to say I get that. That's not true. But I understand like the most weird element to that than just a foot. Mm-hmm. Just having a look at a foot.
Yeah, there's some kinks you just can't get your head around.
Yeah,
the foot one, it blows my mind. And to think that there's someone out there probably paying a mortgage off right now selling dirty socks.
Would you sell a sock, do you reckon?
Well, this is the thing. I've always thought
I wouldn't give a fuck at all. My mate got asked from a weird person on Instagram, would you sell me a pair of your socks for £200? And he was like, oh no.
He said someone was asking a guy for this.
Yeah. And he was like, oh god, no. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know how many more socks you could buy with that?
Your sock budget's through the roof.
Like fucking growing. That's insane.
Yeah, I would do it. Do it.
It's like
I wouldn't shout about it, but I would do it on the sly and feel a bit 100%.
Like 100%. Yeah, I wouldn't be like, hey, come check out my sock business, everyone, if you're into it. I've
like
if somebody directly
to my
asked
YouTube
me,
page. Yeah,
100%. If a man said to me, would you suck my dick for $1 million?
Where's this going?
I would first of all be like, obviously.
Obviously.
I used to be like a thing you would say as a kid to your mates. You'd be like, you suck a dick for $1 million? You'd always be like, no.
No, God, no.
100% I would.
I'd
go way lower than that.
$1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon I'd go
under triple digits.
grand, maybe.
5 digits we're talking.
I also don't think. I don't know. If the money's on the table, I think it's going to be
if you
less.
put £1 million on the table, you would be like, oh shit.
I think you put 12 grand down, I'd still think about it.
No, I think you'd have to go, how quickly is this money going to run
out? Yeah, maybe. But then
12 grand.
I mean, how long's a blowjob? I suppose it depends how good you are.
Yeah.
But also, just spend $1,000 on mouthwash, carry on with your life.
You can't erase the memories, Gareth. You cannot erase the memories. You can erase the taste.
That's true. I mean, I don't know what that guy would be getting out of it, really.
Yeah.
Because for me, a big part of any sexual enjoyment is the other person enjoying it.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm like, and he's like, I'd spend $1 million on this fucking
fruit. Look like you're enjoying it, bastard.
Are you close?
No, of course not. This
Nowhere
is
near.
shit. This
you're
is awful.
Terrible at this. Well, I've never done it before. I don't know why you're even paying me. This is fucking crazy. And now I feel pressure. And now we're arguing. I can see you're getting soft. So
you just start crying.
We'll have to try again tomorrow.
Sorry, it was
money's already in my account. I spent it, Darren. Darren,
come
the billionaire.
The least billionaire name you could have picked.
Yeah, Darren. I'm Darren. Will you suck my dick for $1 million? I've got so many more questions. Who the fuck named you?
Yeah.
What's your business?
Yeah, how did you get all this money you can just chuck away? Why are you paying me for a blowjob?
I started a GoFundMe for specifically this, and a lot of people don't like it. We got a lot of donations.
All of them from your friends.
Your mum, by the way, huge contributor. Weird.
Remortgaged the house. That was bizarre.
We did different levels, £3, you just charge £5, they get the video of you doing it.
Yeah.
That one sold like hotcakes.
£10, you get to watch it live in person.
Yeah. So say hello to everyone. The curtain opens, you're like, oh no, we know you've agreed to it. What the fuck?
Get it done.
This is all done.
This is the best £10 I've ever spent.
What a ticket. That is great.
Oh my god. Oh fucking hell. I hope that never happens to you, man.
Yeah.
Darren. If a Darren billionaire shows up for you, I'd be like, Gareth, don't do it, man.
I'll do it. I wanted to say it out loud now. I would do it.
But Gareth, fucking hell.
I don't think there's anything I wouldn't do for £1 million.
I don't know.
Wouldn't kill somebody. I don't think I've got that.
Yeah, I think that would be a line. That'd be a line you just couldn't cross.
Even if it was like a piece of shit, I don't think I've got it in me to take a life.
Eat a piece of shit?
No, even if it was a piece of shit.
I was like, where are we going with this?
How much money you got? I'll eat a piece of shit right now. I'll eat on here. Brown jewels indeed. Give it up. I'm hungry.
No, I couldn't do that. I think there's probably a lot. I wonder if this has ever happened though. I wonder if anyone has ever actually said, like, that we all do the hypotheticals. I wonder if it's ever happened. I mean, women must get it all the time.
Yeah.
To be like, I'll give you $1 million to do this, and it's probably never anything good.
Even certain animals. A bird, I'd kill a bird for 20 quid, I reckon. But I think once you upgrade
like someone's
bird,
budget, like
I'd fucking choke your budget out in front of you. Little heat pops off.
Choke my budget.
You'd do that for free.
Yeah,
kind of. Look,
choke my budget.
That sounds like something else that would cost $1 million. Choke my budget for $1 million. What are you asking, sir? Either way, the answer's yes.
I am in.
All in. No, I think, birds, there's something about birds. I could kill a bird easy. I think once it gets to like cat, dog, then I'd start being a bit more moral about it.
Yeah, I think if it's
chimpanzee, maybe easier than a dog.
I don't know. They feel it's too human for me.
Yeah, maybe.
That's too connected. So I think they have to be like a fish. Easy. Kill fish for fun.
Yeah.
But not.
You bring me a fish right now, I'll punch it to death.
Colin, can we get a
fish?
Can we get a fish?
Yes. Give me 20 minutes. I'll bring
Sweet.
20 minutes for a fish.
That's fucking hell. He's like furiously typing.
Yeah. Do you reckon? Here's the thing with fish, right? I've been thinking about this a lot for some reason.
Okay, go for it.
Remember, you used to win them at the fair.
Yeah, in like bags.
Yeah. So you just like hook a duck and then here you go, fuck it. Then you'd be on the wall. So it's like the fish is like, I'd only ever live 3 days, and you're like, this makes no sense.
He died on the walls.
The blood was pouring out the bag. But like, there must have been a guy, because they banned that, so you can't do it anymore. There must have been a guy sitting somewhere with like
thousands of fish,
and he's just like, I'm fucking ruined. But where's the goldfish? Like, where do you get a goldfish? They're not in the wild, right?
No. I think you might just get a goldfish farm. So I was going to say 10 a penny, but that's not even a phrase, is it? It's 10 a penny.
10 a penny. Yeah, I think you get 10 a penny. Yeah, I think that's.
No, I was meaning, is that not a phrase like there's just loads of them?
Yeah, 10 a penny. Yeah, that's.
No, fucking the goldfish farms are 10 a penny. But
because I mean, they're harder to get hold of, I guess. Do kids? I don't know if they'll even still.
No, I don't know.
The goldfish populations must have plummeted. Is what I'm trying to get at.
I don't think anyone's. If a child now got a goldfish, they'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. Where is this in the wild? We don't know.
Yeah, that's such a. I wonder if that's just a really boring British pet. I bet it is.
Maybe.
I don't think there's people in like Argentina with goldfish.
I don't know. Maybe. There've been more interesting fish, I reckon.
Yeah, I think anything like tropical fish should be like a fucking goldfish.
I always wanted a turtle growing up, or like one of those little like rainforest frogs.
Yeah,
I was like, that's great. The more poisonous, the more colourful they were. So that's why you would only get a regular frog.
Yeah, I always wanted a terrapin.
Yeah.
Purely,
but apparently they get is it syphilis? They get quite a lot, and so you can get like from holding their shells, you can catch syphilis.
No,
I think so.
Oh, that is.
Don't Google that.
No, Corbin.
We're sticking with that as an.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a Brown Joe certified fact.
No, you can Google it if you like. It's something. You get something off them.
Oh,
no,
it's salmonella.
I was just going to say it's the chicken thing.
Mm-hmm. The chicken thing from terrapins.
Yeah, salmonella. Is it salmonella you get from?
Yes, pretty much any aquatic animal you can get salmonella from.
How is that? I thought that was a poultry thing. I thought that was their thing.
Yeah, you can get bird flu from pretty much any turtle. They've all got it. Yeah.
Oh, I used to want a terrapin. Did you ever watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film?
Of course.
The one, and it had...
The live action one?
Yeah.
It's great.
And it had Razor and Toucan or something like that. You know, there was shredders that like dangerous things, and one of them was a terrapin, and I was like, that's the fucking coolest thing I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
But obviously it was never going to be anything like that, but that was one of my favourite films growing up, and I was like, I really want a terrapin. Wasn't trusted. They'd be like, you got stick insects, that's as good as you're going to get.
Yeah, I also went through a phase where I wanted a chinchilla and chipmunks.
Yes, chinchilla. There was one at Pets at Home, I remember, the Fort Kinnaird, whatever it is now.
Yeah.
And it was like 50 quid for a chinchilla. And I was just like, oh, that looks sweet.
It's king pet. That's great. Because it's like between monkey and squirrel.
Yeah.
Because I wanted a monkey for a bit as well, obviously. I think every young boy dreams of it.
Yeah, because you just said Michael Jackson had a monkey, and you'd be like, oh, I want to be like Michael Jackson.
100%.
And now we're like, don't be like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. Some people are so enamored with celebrities that they'll do anything.
They will. I think I would have they'd be like, I don't think I would do you get blown away by celebrities? Are you like wowed by them?
No.
I don't think I would. I think they'd be like, I'd be like, you're a fucking creepy man.
I feel like there was one time where I did get a little bit starstruck. I can't really think what it was. Angus Deaton
Yeah.
Aye. I'd seen him
Have
and I
I
was
got
like,
news for
oh,
you?
all right. Yeah. That was I remember seeing him in like one of the comedians' bars and I was like, this is wild. But I didn't say anything. Steve Coogan, oh God, that was so bad.
You met him, didn't you?
Yeah, that went wrong.
What happened? I think I saw the picture, but I don't know the story.
We went to the pub after his show and
What? Okay, so I'll tell you the story. Go
so
first.
the show was at the Playhouse in Edinburgh. We went down the street to like a quiet little pub and we're sitting and I'm facing like the wall and everyone that's sitting opposite me faces to the bar and they're like, oh, they've just come in. I thought they were talking about his writers. And I was like, why are they so buzzed about this? So then I was still smoking at the time and I went out to have a fag and I seen him and I was like, oh shit. And I went, I'm just going to play this very cool and be like, so I just went, hey man, I really enjoyed the show and kept walking. He was, oh, thank you so much. And I was like, okay,
Good
perfect,
interaction.
Perfect. So I'm outside having a cigarette. He comes out and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I'll get to chat to him now. But then some people spot him and they're like, oh my God, fucking Alan Partridge, can we get a photo? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he gets a photo with him having a cigarette. And in my head, I went, he was so cool with getting that photo there. He did not care at all.
Yeah.
So I walked back in and I said to everyone that's with us, I'm like, he was quite happy to get a photo. And we were like, well, we're doing that. And as we're leaving the pub, I go, I say, sorry to bother you. Could we possibly get a photo? And he went, and I went, oh no, that's not the correct response at all. And he went, yeah, quickly. And like he so didn't want to take the photo,
Yeah.
obviously, but he went, okay, if it's quick, I don't get. So my face in the photo is one of just abject embarrassment.
Oh, because you were like, I fucked this.
I was in the moment going, oh, it went so fine before that. He said he had a good show. He was probably like, see that. I probably walked past, said that was a good show. And he turned to the people with him going, why can't more people be like that? Just say it was a good show and not ask for a photo.
Yeah.
And then I've come back like, me again.
I saw what happened outside and I want some of that.
Can I please have a photograph?
Oh.
Am I getting a second series?
And how did he, was he like, did you get
He
any
was
chat
fine
with him?
and he was all right. And then I immediately just ran away. And I thought about
Yeah.
that photo, I reckon for about 2 weeks afterwards, I would just be going about my day and I'd get a pit of despair. And it was Liam Withnail I'd get the photo with. So I text him. I'm like, does that photo bug you? Like, you think about it all the time like I am? And he was like, no, fuck no.
Oh, Christ's sake, Liam. But then to be fair, you were the one that you were the one that instigated it and went, oh,
Liam said
he's going to be fine with it.
Liam said, we don't have to if you're busy or something like that. And he was just like, no, quick. Like Liam kind of gave him an out and he didn't take it.
He didn't take it. He had every chance.
But like, I honestly, even now thinking about it, like, I just want to kill myself.
Although, to be fair, so my brother used to live in Brighton and he said that Steve Coogan used to turn up to pubs by himself and just come and just like sit down with people and interrupt their conversations.
Really?
Yeah, he said he was just a bit of an arsehole. He would just be all like, he would just like have a few drinks at a pub and then there'd just be a group of people inside of the room and he would just go over and start talking to them.
Wow.
So
I feel better actually.
yeah,
knowing that.
he said he was quite notorious for that. He's just a bit of a dick and just like always by himself, which is weird.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't have thought. I thought if he's out there just like...
Such a funny thing, comedy, because you can meet anyone, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we should be allowed to because we're just fucking
idiots.
guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple of guys kicking about. Like I said that to my mate the other day. I was like, I reckon you can meet anyone. Like if you think of any celebrity, I reckon you can meet them. And I went, like fucking Jonathan off Queer Eye. And he went, I've met him.
No way.
I went, what? I went,
Is a sloss.
yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, he's friends with this other comic he knows. And I was like, and he was like, he does stand up. And I was like, oh, well,
No
that was a
way.
bad choice then. But then I was like, I reckon anyone.
Yeah. He's at that level. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants.
That's true. Like I was showing him a clip of an NFL. I'm trying to get him to watch the NFL. Showing him this clip of a guy called Marshawn Lynch. He does an amazing run where he's like just throwing guys off like their children.
Has that been recently?
That was maybe the Beast Mode run was like 7-8 years ago.
Oh, right. I've definitely not seen that then.
But then Daniel goes, hang on, what's this guy? And then we get up a photo of him. He went, I was on Conan with this guy. And I was like, fuck off.
Oh my God. That's fucking different level,
I
man.
don't know who I can bring up that you've not met.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, once you've got that just kind of that level of status, you can do what the fuck you want.
Yeah, that's true. That's why so many of them end up being pedos.
We're coming full circle. We'll start with pedos and we will end this fucking show with pedos.
I know it.
It was weird with Stevie Coogan though, because he got like, was he not dating like Courtney Love and stuff like that? Like,
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
it feels like, for me, Steve Coogan is a weird looking man. I don't know if he's a good looking man or not. I can't tell. but he's just
very British looking man.
Yeah, it just feels weird to me that he is like got pretty like hot women to like him off the back of Alan Partridge. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
that really fucking cringy guy, and he is out there, and everyone loves him.
He's one of those like English actor faces that it's like he could be head of a conglomerate or the most famous man in Britain.
He literally, when he played Philip Green in that film Greed, did you see it?
No.
He played the head of that Topshop guy, that horrible man. It wasn't that far fetched to think you're just the head of a big business.
Yeah. Same with Hugh Grant. I've never really understood why women fawned over him. I think he was so English that American women were like, "Oh yeah, he's a prince."
Yeah, that's exactly what English people should be like.
Yeah.
That can't stand him.
Can't be to bother you.
Although
apparently he likes being pissed on.
No way. Oh, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
he's out there.
I've heard that secondhand. Somebody's friend. Somebody idols, their friend said Hugh Grant likes to be pissed on.
I love hearing these stories. I think
he was a comedian. This is all coming back to me. Yes. I don't know. They said, tell everyone you know. And they said it on stage.
Excellent.
I don't know that I've seen them talk about it anywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm maybe far enough removed from it that I can.
I've heard stories. I love hearing these kind of like secondhand stories.
Yeah.
I had one of a girl like years ago, slept with Kanye West. I think he must have been in Glasgow or something. It was in the UK.
Yeah.
Basically, slept with her. Didn't speak to her. I think he had headphones on. He was listening to music as he was doing it. And then just as he finished, just got off and then just started doing press-ups on the floor next to the bed. And I was just like, that says a lot about that man. That's probably just so detached from reality. He's listening to music. He's like almost like
so transactional.
Yeah, for him, it felt like that's what it was.
He'd pay $1 million to suck his dick.
Yeah, I mean...
And would feel nothing.
Nah, he's a fucking horrible man. Used to be a big fan.
Yeah.
Kind of, he's burnt his bridges with me. He'll be absolutely gutted to hear.
You lost one fan, Kanye. I was with you till the Nazi stuff.
Yeah, he was hanging on in there. Yeah, nah, he's fucked.
Yeah, I've heard like little bits. I always quite enjoy them, like the deviancy of it all. It's so exciting, isn't it?
It is.
Like, what were some of the ones? God, I had one like primed and it's gone. My head is fucking mush. I can't remember anything.
I've had literally a list of about fucking 20 things I was going to talk to you about today, and we've got through absolutely none of them because they've just gone on pedo lactose.
Sorry,
no. That's it.
Come on and turn into
this is perfect.
Podcast.
I would rather this. This is perfect. This is.
Do you want to close on one of the things you wanted to talk about?
They're all shite, mate. They're all absolute fucking shite. Nah. No, we're not doing that.
Okay, fair enough.
Where would we go with that before that?
I have no idea.
Deviance, I think.
Yeah, I was just talking about meeting Coogan and being embarrassing myself. Really,
yeah.
It wasn't even that bad. I reckon he's never thought about it since. But every day,
it must happen. It must happen so much.
All the time,
famous
all
people.
the time. Yeah.
Do you think if you kind of got to like stratosphere level fame, do you think you'd like? How do you think you'd be with the public?
I think I don't know that I've gotten made to be like mean or nasty. I think I would always be kind of polite. But I don't know, it's hard to say. I seen Raymond Mearns did a bit once where he was like, I'm fucking delighted I never made it, honestly, because I'd have been in fucking jail with Weinstein. He was going on like, honestly, I'm a fucking rage. I would have lost. Yeah, he was like, basically going, I would have done bad things if I made it.
And that's believable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you see Raymond Mearns, you're like...
Yeah. Funny man.
So I don't think I could be mean. Like like Daniel fucking loves being spotted. He loves anyone chatting to him. Wait, I got recognised in Scotland the other day.
No way.
Friday night, yeah. And I was going to buy a vape and a pizza.
Yeah, baby.
Thursday night. It was Thursday night because it was the night before the corporate. And I was like, Laura went away with the baby. And I was so tight. I was like, should I go out to a comedy club and have a few beers there? Or do I just stay in and sit on my phone?
Vape the night away, baby.
Yeah, I went to vape and eat pizza. And I was in Scotland and the guy went, you're the comedian for Monkey Barrel? And I was oh, yeah. He went, we were there last weekend. And I was like, all right. I hate when they say something like that because they don't go, we loved it.
Yeah. You always follow
I was there
up.
last weekend. And I went, thank you. And he went, yeah, it was great. And I went, oh, good. Thank you. That's when I say it. Yeah. The first day shift I did in the supermarket in lockdown, very first shift, it was night shift, and it was a hard night. I couldn't get to grips with it at all because it was like 10 hours. So it was like 8 in the morning. I'm fucking destroyed. And as I'm walking out, somebody's walking into the building. They went, you're the comedian Gareth? And I went, yeah. And she was like, oh, you work here? And I went, yeah. And she went, I seen you at the stand. And I went, oh, thank you. I'm saying thank you. And you didn't say if it was good. And she went, no, it was. And I went, okay, bye.
That's awful.
And got into my Suzuki Alto. And I went, nobody can. If people are seeing me leaving this building, I'm going into a good car.
I'm getting a fucking Porsche.
I'm not getting caught with my pants down here again.
That literally.
I'm researching for a role.
Yeah. Everything's fine. Don't fucking look at me. Oh my god, that literally happened to me yesterday. I did a gig at a wellness event, a sober event at Summer Hall.
Hello.
It was just like
always a great crowd. The sober wellness people.
It was like a yoga, sound bathy, fitness
hell.
stuff at Summer Hall. My friend organised it. I said I'd do it about 6 months ago, and then I was just like, this is no
Past
way.
you always agrees to shit, and then it comes around, and you're like,
I think
I'm going to do this stuff I said I would do.
I think it was maybe you that told me this little bit of advice that only accept if you offer the gig, like pretend if it was tomorrow or something like that. I'm butchering it here. Would you do the gig if it was tomorrow, basically?
Right.
Was it you that told me that?
Possibly.
I
The
think
amount of times people tell me I've given them advice or stuff, and I go, I have no recollection.
Yeah, I it was just like I had someone. She said to me, "Do you want to do this event, a sober thing?" And she said, "It's tomorrow." I would go, "No, I'm not fucking doing that." But said it, and then so a guy had seen me at Monkey Barrel from the start of the month, and he was just like, came up and he was just like, "Oh mate, I enjoyed your set," and I was like, "Oh cool. Well, this is about to be fucking terrible."
Yeah.
Go into this room. It's in the main hall at Summer Hall. There's like a lot of my friends are the front row, so automatically
Excellent. So much fun.
bad start. There's maybe about 10 people in the room I didn't know. There was space for about maybe 500 people in there. There's about 20 in this room, and I had to go up and do 20 minutes, and I fucking ate shit. And my friends afterwards, I teed them up, and I go, but this is going to be bad, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not the environment for comedy. I went, this is going to be bad. Went up, and it was shit. It was really bad. And I saw the guy afterwards, and he went, "Oh, I'm glad I saw you last week." Because
wow.
yeah, he was just like,
tough,
tough. And he was just basically just, and then another friend who had been like, you'd been too negative about this gig. You'd been far too negative. And I came off. She went, "I see why you were negative."
Yeah. I think that proves that comedy is an art. Stories like this, right?
Yeah.
Like ours, like that, because we're like, oh, the environment wasn't right. Like we needed a low ceiling. We need everyone facing us in the correct seating order, and like a microphone and like a brick backdrop.
Yeah.
No music you can enjoy anywhere because it's proper art.
Yeah.
You don't look at a painting and it's like, if it's in a fucking gallery or it's
good
in, I don't know, a leisure centre, if it's a good painting, you're still like, that's fucking good painting.
Yeah.
When you do comedy in those situations, you're like, nah, it's got to be just right for
It does.
Like,
it has
three
to be.
little bears.
Yeah, we're absolute divas.
Yeah,
when
it's
it comes
just art.
to,
No, it's not. It's not art because otherwise it would be good everywhere.
Do you ever call?
Very rarely. It's very rarely good anywhere.
Do you feel comfortable calling yourself an artist?
No, absolutely not.
I can't. I could never do that.
But yeah, some cunts in Subway do it all the time.
Yeah.
How do you fucking make a meatball marinara and go, I am fucking Leonardo da Vinci?
Yeah, doing your fucking signature with the chipotle cream. No, I can't. Chipotle cream? Chipotle
cream. I like a bit of the chipotle cream.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
I can't call myself an artist.
Sandwich artist, yeah.
Yeah, if everyone, it's kind of a running joke with my friends. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm a struggling artist," and everything like that, and all this shit. But I could never sincerely go, I'm an artiste. What I do is art.
I have a process. I write. I then deliver the lines. I think about the correct way to say them, and sometimes people laugh, and that's a beautiful moment. And other times, they don't, and that's equally beautiful in its own way. Shut the fuck up, you gimp!
I know.
Whereas they're on stage going, "Who wants to see my dick?" Wow, that artist.
That's one of my favourite bits of yours, by the way.
yeah, that's a good bit. Nobody ever does. That's a good bit.
But it's always
no, then it must be my arsehole then.
Oh, beautiful. Because technically crowd work would then be art.
Exactly.
And crowd work.
You guys a couple? How long you been together? He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
How long you been? Where'd you meet?
What do you do for a living?
That's
IT.
weird.
Well, that's bloody
boring.
Yeah. If
art.
If it's all art, then crowd work's art, and crowd work ain't art.
I think it's only art if you end every crowd work clip with a little black and white screen that says Finn. Wow, that was powerful, actually.
Do you know what? That's how I'm going to end this episode on YouTube.
That's great. Yeah, I'm into that.
Finn, I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for coming on, Gareth.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. This has been funny as fuck. Go and follow Gareth on all social media. I'll put all your links in the episode description.
Thank you.
You doing any Glasgow comedy shows?
Yes, I'm doing the final showing of my show, Doozy, on the 16th of March. There's still tickets left.
Yeah.
There is, yeah. There always is.
And you'll be doing Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah, I will. I need to decide the show title, but that'll be 5 p.m. every day at the
Oh, you've got it in already, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's in. Just need to choose the title, blurb, figure out what it's about, write the theme tune, sing
Stand
the
one?
theme tune. Yes, stand one.
Oh, fucking beautiful, man.
5 p.m. So perfect for all those people who do not work.
That's my audience.
Yeah.
People with no jobs. No, cheers for coming in, man. This has been a blast. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for listening. Goodbye, everyone.
But do we wave?
I think we do now. We do
for
now.
the audio listeners. We are waving.
We are now waving. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your day. Goodbye.